Hello, it's Domain Day from CheapWineFinder.com. Again, like I always do for these podcasts for a wine we wrote up 3 times a week on the CheapWineFinder.com website. 3 value price wines, keep it under 20 usually, except maybe November, December, we might go upscale just a little. And today we've got a $9.99 wine from Trader Joe's, but it's an import wine. It is the Ruta 49. My pronunciation is probably Rias Baixas. It's a DO. It's a approved growing region in Spain. It's in Galicia, which is northwest, above Portugal, near the Atlantic Ocean. And it's a white wine region, and it's a winery, Vino Carton, and they've been around since '77, and all they do is Albariño. So this is somebody who just does that, and these are 30-year-old estate vines, and it's $10 at Trader Joe's. So I'm going to take a sip, and we're going to talk about it. Yeah, it's really good. You know, here, I'll answer a question I'm going to ask myself. Are these Trader Joe's wines really any good? You know, they're $10. How can they be good? And especially, well, in the United States too, but in Europe, Aldi and Trader Joe's is Aldi North. They are the biggest, by far, white wine, value price wine, not white wine, value price wine sellers. If a winery gets their wines in with Trader Joe's or Aldi, or it's just Aldi there, they've made it for that year or however long the contract is, because Trader Joe's pays their bills. The wine goes into the hands of a lot of people who are looking for good wine, so it's worth their time to make a really good wine at a really good price, because you're making your winery financially solid. So yeah, you get these wines for a really good price, and and it's like it's a good deal for them. I mean, there's a lot of good importers out there, and they're very reputable and everything. But there are people who don't pay, and there are people that this is solid. People want to go to sell to Aldi/Trader Joe's. I mean, this wine can be available all over Europe. It can be available in the United States, maybe Australia. I don't know how much wines this guy has. They have like a 50-acre estate with just a couple of vineyards, so they might not be able to make wine for the world. But they get their wine out there, and there's enough people out there who, if this wine ever is no longer at Trader Joe's, you might look for Vino Carton as Albariño in your local wine shop, and there you go. He just made a customer. So yeah, these wines are good. And yes, people do want to sell their wines to Trader Joe's and Aldi's. It is good for them. And it's good for them to make a wine that is popular. Make it a good wine at a good price. So yeah, these wines are really good. You're not, the price doesn't mean anything. I mean it does, but a $10 wine that's good is a good wine. There's no such thing as a bad, good $10 wine. Take another sip. Albariño's like the white wine of Spain. There's a grape called Area, and it's a white wine. It's like it's the grape that goes into like the less expensive stuff. And if you're going to put oranges and apples and things, sangria, white sangria might be that. But when you're having a single bottle of something, Albariño is this. And the Galicia area, or Rias Baixas, is probably closer to New Zealand in climate and temperature than it is to the rest of Spain. So which gives you a little bit of hint what kind of wine this is. And though it doesn't necessarily taste like Sauvignon Blanc like from New Zealand, it does have that rich fruit flavors, and it has this really zesty acidity to it. It makes the wine feel nice and bright. I'm going to take another sip. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it, it's a different wine, but it has a lot of familiar flavors to it. There's no learning curve here. You taste it and you go, oh yeah, I like this wine because it does remind me of this, it does remind me of that. And, it's white, it's grapes, just from a different place. But this is like a really good place to get your Albariño, and to get it for $10 is really outstanding. So this is a very good wine because it does everything you want it to do. It tastes great. It is inexpensive. It is well made. It's got good length. It's got great acidity. It's also vegan friendly if you're into that. They use minerals for the fining process. That takes the fining process takes these solids out of the wine at the very last stage before they start bottling it. And they use minerals rather than egg whites. The more expensive the wine is, less likely they are to take anything out, because the thought is anything removed from the wine reduces the flavor. But in a $10 wine, getting that junk out of there, you've seen this, the yeast residue, the grape residue on the side of your glass. It's kind of gross, but there you go. Yeah, it sips well. Be great with food. Shellfish, whitefish, any kind of seafood, white pasta, a really great salad. You go to get a really fancy salad, something really exotic. That'd be a lot of fun. This would do well. $10 wine that's versatile. So that's it for me, Domain Dave. It's the Ruta 49 Rias Baixas Albarino 2023. It's a good one. And that's it for me. I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days with a new wine, like always. Keep it cheap, stay cool, and I'll be talking to you. Adios. Bye.